Hi there, my dear viewers. What's in the whole universe? I hope everything is fine and I'm a rational who brings value to my own experience. And today I was studying data structures, algorithms, different types of big O notation types, such as linear arithmetic, logarithmic, also constant and polynomial and sub-exponential or L notation, also double logarithmic and I think that's all. I said all of them, almost, so double logarithmic too. And it was interesting. I was practicing it in terms of that I kind of know, but I want to make it to recall it faster in my mind, because when we do practicing, then we can recall it faster, maybe by 2 seconds. 2 seconds faster, it will be already the nice speed. 1 moment, we are standing and waiting for our turn. And I was 1 moment. One person is yelling to another to cross the street. And by the way, we can cross it right now. Okay. And I was learning about quips, trips, beeps, trees, also TRIE, stack, queue, rope, matrix, and container, and set, subset, multiset, bag, and associative array, and association list, and binary tree, ternary tree, k-array tree, d-array heap, binary heap, ternary heap, also different types of algorithms, Dexter's algorithm, Floyd, Warshall algorithm, and also Bellman Ford algorithm, bubble sort, quick sort, merge sort, bogus sort, and also pagoda as the data structures, rose tree, and dancing tree, tango tree, and others. And actually it was interesting, they are applied actually in the tasks that are written in terms of we given an array of something, or given a set of roads in the city, and it means that it will be maybe about graph theory thing. Also, it could be about number theory tasks, or geometry. It will be about tessellation or domino, polynemo, and I don't know what's the name of it. Actually, we have the name of domino. It is the subset of the set of polynemo, because we have, or something, you need to Google it, what's the name of it, it is said correct, it is kind of hexanemo, heptanemo, octanemo, and others. It is the specific kind of Tetris thing, polytopes, and polytopes, it is kind of what's on, we can find, it is kind of polygons, but not, it is on Tetris, the easy association for you, it is inside of the Tetris. And we have geometry of it, and sometimes it is using flute algorithms, flute feel algorithms inside of it. Kind of we have a specific, for example, square pizza, and we need to divide it in some places, and etc. It could be this. Also dynamic programming, it means that we need to make a task as a subtasks, a set of subtasks. Also DP, yes, DP, dynamic programming, geometry, as I said before, and geometry could be also with we have a we have the pentagram, for example, yes, the star, and we have five dots, for example, A, B, C, D, E, and need to find, for example, the types, the number of different locations on the specific grid. Yes, and it is one more types of tasks that we can do. The task is a synonym of the problem. And actually problem set, yes, task set, I call it task because it's more positive, I think so. But problem, because in the society we have kind of meanings. I really don't give a damn about problem or task, it is all about the variable. But in the society sometimes problem, it means kind of, oh Jesus, problems. But task, it is kind of more positive. I was saying about it yesterday. Also algorithms, yes, we have for statistics, for probability, it is naive bias, Gaussian distributions, and different types of them. Also for matrices we have some, and also matrices minors, determinants inside of the matrices we have, and okay, what I said already, we have about strings also some tasks. Strings means given a string, and we have a string, for example, and inside of the string we have kind of the small portions of them of it. For example, Igor, it is the string, and the substring will be eg, and it means that need to classify it by eg, don't repeat it or something, or maybe create a palindrome. Palindrome means that for example we have Ada. Ada is a palindrome because it repeats itself if we'll reverse it. If we will make it reverse. Also linked list, reverse list, recursion. It is recursion tasks. It's about Fibonacci numbers, because recursion, what is it? It is what repeats itself. And actually Fibonacci, it repeats itself through the, for example, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144, 233, 377, 610, and etc. And it repeats itself because the element of the number n equals to n minus 1, the element with a number of n minus 1 plus the element with the number n minus 2, and it is the element that equals to it is the element number n, actually, because it is previous plus previous number. Actually, it is what is the Fibonacci, and it is always recurrent. It is always recalling itself, and for this we need to use hash tables, hash max, hash tree, hash list, hash map, and hash table, and etc. And Bloom filter, quotient filter, there could be used. Also, the tasks for the specific rays of the sun, ray casting, ray marching, ray tracing, and also light maps to create a specific kind of RGB or I mean PNG or JPEG files and something like this. Also it could be with SQL, different queries tables. Actually it is about, we have a table, for example, it is almost the same as Excel for you. We have the columns, we have rows, need to find out the thing inside of the inside of the cell of something. It is one more task that could be appearing in the competitive programming, sports programming competitions, contests and championships. And yes, I was doing today study of and practicing Leetcode, Chef Code, Code Forces, Geeks for Geeks website at Coder2, and Top Coder and Hack something. And I was reading solutions. I was reading the descriptions of the tasks, and I was creating my solutions through typing. It's on the kind of I do this through my keyboard method. My keyboard method means that I do typing without looking at the screen. Actually, I kind of calculate it inside of my mind, and calculate it through the typing on the keyboard. Maybe you watched me some days, but actually it is how my mind works, and I can solve it through the speaking. For example, right now I speak with you and I can say Fibonacci sequence of numbers, and it is almost the same. Also, it could be the different types of chess matches. We have bishop, knight, pawn, or rook, or queen, or king, and it could be about it. Also, bubble sort. Bubble sort is when we have the, for example, the specific cards, deck of cards. I imagine we have 2, 3, 7, 10, and etc. But we'll kind of mix it, and it will be 10, 3, 7, 2, and etc. And then we compare first and second, then second and third and fourth element, and each time we have the swap if something that on the right is less than the thing that on the left. Actually, the previous element, if the previous element is bigger than right element, then swap them to make them kind of in the gradation of the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in terms of the card, it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. Yes, it will be this gradation. It should not be a kind of King and then 3, then 10, then Ace. No, it's not right in terms of the programming. And if we'll do optimization and sorting it. Yes, in terms of it. And also we have searching algorithms, breadth first and depth first search, searches binary, search tree, and actually depth first search. It is when we go to the, for example, we have a tree. Yes, where is it? Where is it? It's here. I will show you right now. It's easy. It's easy, super mega easy to understand. Depth first, it is when we go to the tree, then to the twig, then to the end of the twig, then to the end, to the end, to the end, to the end, and then we go back again and to another thing. But the breadth first search, it is when we go through all of them, but kind of this type of things. But previous was with going to one, then going to second, then going to third. I hope that you understand depth. Depth, it is when we go forward to the twig, fully twig till the leaves, and then going back and searching something more. And depth first, it's when we go kind of layer by layer. Breadth first, it's the layers by layers. Depth first, it is fully till the leaf. And also sometimes there are sieve of Eratosthenes tasks. Sieve of Eratosthenes, it is when we need to find the prime numbers. Actually, it is 2, 3, 7, 13, 11, and etc. Actually, the prime number, it is the number that divides by this number and also by 1, and that's all. 2 numbers only. This number, n and 1. N, when n is the number that we kind of recall, that we say. And sieve of Eratosthenes, it is you can Google it on Wikipedia. We have an amazing picture of it. It is kind of, we first of all do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and etc. Then we go 3, 6, 9, and etc. and etc. Then 5, this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and etc. And then we go to 6 and going there, and already we have some repetitions already, and then we kind of pick only that repeated only once, and that's all. It is prime numbers are found for the specific sequence from 0 to n, or from 1 to 0 inclusive, that are included in this segment that we named. Okay, and it is about sieve of Eratosthenes. Also, sometimes we have GCD. It is greatest common divisor. Common divisor tasks. Actually, it is with Euclidean, I think so. Euclidean algorithm. It is when we find the greatest common divisor. Greatest common divisor. It is, for example, we have 10 and 5, and the greatest common divisor will be 5. Or maybe 12 and 144, and the greatest common divisor will be 12. Or maybe it will be need to think. 30 and 25, and the greatest common divisor will be 5 for them. Yes, and it is the specific. We have specific algorithm for this. Also, we have some modulo 10 to the power of 9 plus 7. Sometimes in the tasks it is repetitive. Also, actually, I'm right now analyzing all the competition tasks that I was reading about. Also about ants that are going from one side to another, from left to the right, from right to the left. Also, we have Chip and Dale, and they are collecting the nuts, and they collected already 221 nuts. They are digging then holes, and they are putting this nuts inside of the holes, and need to find the combinatorial task, kind of permutations. Permutations, it is with factorials. Factorial, actually, it is 1 factorial, it is 1, 2 factorial, it is 2, 3 factorial, it is 6, 4 factorial, it is 24. 5 factorial it is 120. 6 factorial it is 720. 7 factorial it is 5040, and etc. Easy task. And then you need 5040 times 8, and it will be 8 factorial. It will be 5040 8 4320 4320, I think so. 5 no, 1 moment. no 40,000 320. 40,320. It is 5040 times 8. I think so. I'm calculating in my mind, need to check it. Actually, okay, we will check it right now. 5 times 8, 40. Okay, 40,000. And then 40 times 8. It is 32 plus 0. Yes, 320. 40,320. It's correct answer. Checked. Really. Then it will be 40,320 times 9. It is 49. It is 360 and something. Okay, need to calculate. We have about models, a lot of things. Apps also, it is actually when we do absolute number of something. Also floor, min-max, minimum of the 2 variables of 2 segments of 2 arguments, maximum of 2 arguments, first or second. Also post.x, post.y, post.z, val.x, val.y, val.z, acc.x, acc.y, acc.z. It is positions, velocity and accelerations. And velocity actually it is speed, gathering the speed. Also derivatives, integrations, sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant, arcsine, arcsine, arcsecant, arcsecant, and that's all. It is trigonometry and unit circle, adjacent side, opposite side, and etc. Circle. Also, I found interesting thing. Maybe it will be interesting to you too. We have not only sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, and arcsine, etc. We have also x sine, x cosine, and etc. It is named somehow. It is actually, if we will draw the unit circle and we will see kind of the extra line, kind of, I imagine the unit circle and something that goes kind of beyond the unit circle. It will be the x sine and x cosine. Actually interesting thing. I found it and I didn't know about them before. I knew about arcsines and etc. but actually about it first time. Nice openings, nice relevations. Maybe interesting to you too. Also about lexicography, about strings. Actually need to sort some strings by their alphabet. Sometimes you have numbers. Also Rubik's Cube, decks of cards, Go, Chinese game. Sometimes you have tasks. It's what I learned actually. Need to learn more maybe. If you know some tasks, let me know in the comment section below. We'll try to read it. Or maybe I didn't say some of the tasks. I learned already. How much? 260, I think so. It's not super big amount of tasks, problems, and I read them. Actually, I found that some champions they were learning 3,000 and etc. And it is a lot, but not a lot actually. I uploaded on my YouTube videos. I uploaded how much? 6,100 different videos on different channels. It means that only on this channel 2,500, and actually to solve 3,000 different tasks easy. It's easy, I think so. It is all about practice, about always going forward. Also we have tasks about concatenation, contamination, radix tree, suffix tree, FM index. And if we look at the inside of the Kaggle it is for data scientists, then we'll find some regression algorithms, linear regression, logistic regression, and also classification algorithms and clustering algorithms, k-nearest neighbors algorithms, random forest, and something else. ALOPEX, sound X, and word 2 vec, word WORD 2 VEC. Actually interesting algorithm. It is about distributed semantics. And Jesus Christ, I'm speaking Elvish right now. So thank you a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed a little bit. Maybe you understood a little bit of this gnomish, elfish, orcish language. And mathematics actually interesting stuff. And Improve Daily, go forward. Thank you for commenting. Have a wonderful day. Improve Daily. Bye.